Congratulations in order for another member of this team, Brad Evans. Just your thoughts on him going to the U.S. national team.
Yeah, I mean it's a good honor for Brad. Obviously, Jurgen called me yesterday, and talked to me about it because he had indicated earlier to me that he was considering Brad seriously for the Gold Cup, and then he said now with his situation that he wanted to bring Brad in now. So, with him bringing Brad in now, it means he probably won't leave for the Gold Cup. So in a way, that works out okay. Except with Ozzy right now and Brad and all missing at the same time, it doesn't necessarily help. But it's certainly a good honor for Brad. It's a good honor for our club.
What is Ozzy's kind of update after he's had a couple days?
Yeah, it's something that we don't know exactly how long it'll take. It's an injury that he's had before. He feels it isn't as bad as when he had it once before. So he was able to work out inside. He was already on the bike today. So we'll see. Probably this weekend, probably not very likely, chance against Chivas. And then we got to go day by day. So as we get through, move forward on this week. But the MRIs, there's no extreme pull or strain, but it is what we thought it was.
Was the non-call for DeAndre courtesy to the team, or a reflection on his standing, or what, that he was not called at the U20s?
Oh, for the Toulon tournament?
Yeah.
No, but there were a number of other guys like Luis Gil and Villarreal. I think the guys who are playing pretty regular for their MLS teams, Tab Ramos was cognizant of that and didn't want to take those guys away from their MLS teams for that length of time, because right after Toulon they go into their camp in Portugal, and then they go straight to the Youth World Championships. So I think DeAndre's chances, I don't know if he's on the final team or not, but I think DeAndre's chances are certainly there to be selected for that final team.
What's kind of been the key for Servando getting on the field more, and then how important is he going to be going forward with Ozzy potentially out and Evans having to go to the World Cup qualifiers?
Well, Servando, he's done well in training, and when the opportunity came along with Ozzy missing the game due to the birth of his daughter, we felt that Servando was the next guy, up based upon what he had done at training, and then his game performance was good, so he got another game and another good game, and then got another game, and he's done all right. So it's all about performance at training, gives you that opportunity, but he's played well in games. I think his passing decisions have been pretty good. He's always a guy who doesn't avoid many tackles. He likes to get in, try to win the ball back for your team. But he's done that really well, and he's done a really good job of reading the other midfielder, whether it's been Ozzy or whether it was Shawri, of being in position in relationship to the other midfielder. And I think he's done that well.
Tough to top a match like you just had, but here you go again, Sunday night, primetime, LA. Always fun when you face off against them. Just your thoughts on this match?
No, it's LA's LA. They're a good team. I mean, Robbie Keane, when he's on form, is probably the best player in the league. At the moment, Landon Donovan is certainly hungry and ambitious right now, because he'd like to get back into the national team. He knows his way in is by having good performances in league play. So they're a hungry team that way. And whenever we play LA, it's generally been a game where there's going to be chances. It's going to be a little bit like the Dallas game. There's going to be chances for them and chances for us, and it's a matter of who does a better job finishing their chances. And last year we did a better job up here finishing chances, and they did a better job obviously at their place. So we gotta be ready. We gotta be sharp.
Is this kind of a meaningful group of visitors y'all managed to train in front of today?
Yeah, it's always great. I mean, it's great when people who serve our country and do so much for us, especially in these times right now, that we get a chance to open up our doors to them and let them inside our world a little bit. And our world is fun and entertainment, as the comic book side a little bit, but it's also something that there's also a lot of similarities what you're trying to do as a team and drill your team and what they're trying to do on a day-to-day basis. But it was great. It was great to have them out here.
How satisfying is it for you to see so many guys with MLS ties being important parts of the national team?
Well, I think it's good. I mean, obviously, I think the quality of our league has grown. Certainly I've been in the league now since '99, and certainly the quality of players is better, and our league quality has grown. And for those players now to be able to step up and represent is a big thing. I mean, there's still that opportunity when you get a chance to play in Europe. There's still that higher level of can you get involved in the Champions League or Europa League, and that's something right now that we can't really replicate here. But I think we're getting closer to that all the time, and I think it speaks well. It speaks well for the quality of our league. You got to discount the goalkeeper call-ins, because there's a lot of goalkeepers on that list. But I think, you're looking at a couple of guys from Kansas City. You're looking at Davis, obviously, from Houston, a couple of guys now from our team, Omar. That's a good representation of what's going on when pretty much, except for injuries, the European players are available.
How are guys like Leo and Steve?
Leo's fine. It was more, we gave him a little bit more of whatever you want to call it, a pro day today. He had done a lot of minutes for us too. He was a little bit banged up. We figured with his eye, it was a good day for him to go easier. But his eye's fine. He can see fine. He should be ready to go on this weekend. And Steve got an injection yesterday that we think is going to really help with the issue, and he was a little bit sore from that, but so he went inside to work, but he should be out on the field tomorrow.
That's still the groin injury.
Yeah.
And y'all learn your cup opponent tonight if it's a cross-country trip. Or are y'all going to be in Seattle at all next week? Do y'all have the logistics yet?
Well, if we go cross-country, we've contacted Greyhound. We've found out since there's not any domestic flight that can take our whole team, we found a bus that we can load the whole team onto. We feel if we leave Sunday right after the game, we should be there by Tuesday morning and should be able to have a great experience.
Did you drive?
I prefer not to drive buses because I'm bad when I back up. I'm good when I'm going forward, but when I back up, that's not a good thing.
If you were driving that bus, what music would you pick for the team?
If I was driving a bus with music, we'd be listening to all kinds of stuff. We'd have a little bit of Traffic on there. We'd have a little bit of James Brown, because we've got to have a little Motown, somewhere along the way. A little Temptations for the old timers, but then we'd also get into a lot of U2. We'd listen to that a little bit. Bring in some Beatles once in a while, not too often. Just for the hard rockers, go back to like the old guys like Humble Pie and things like that. So be a good mix. A little AC/DC. That's good in there as well. Pretty eclectic about that. So we'll see. I just heard a song the other day, and I thought I thought it's a great intro song because it's got a long intro at the beginning. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Chicago, I'm a Man. That would be a good song as we're getting on the bus. So.
Tough, Chris.
Okay. All right.
They asked me to do an ad, and I thought, cool. They want me because I play for the Seattle Sounders. Then I find out it's because my wife told them I'm a good dad. Even better. For me, being a good father is much more important than soccer. So here's my message. Be a good parent. Stay involved with your kid's life. Do something with them, anything. Take a walk, read a book, maybe go see a Sounders game. We can make it better for our kids by staying involved and showing that we love them.